The story of coffee. Imagine a world where coffee doesn't exist. No cafés. No espresso. No cappuccino. No morning cup before work. Hard to imagine, isn't it? But someone had to discover coffee for the very first time. According to an old legend, it all began in the mountains of Ethiopia. A shepherd named Kaldi noticed something very strange. His goats had eaten bright red berries from a wild coffee plant, and suddenly became incredibly energetic. They jumped, danced, ran across the hills, and refused to sleep all night. Curious, Kaldi picked some of the mysterious berries himself. He carried them to a nearby monastery, hoping the monks would know what they were. At first, the monks didn't trust the strange fruit at all. Legend says they threw the berries into a fire, believing they were dangerous. Then something completely unexpected happened. As the berries roasted, an incredible aroma filled the room. The monks pulled the roasted beans from the fire, ground them, mixed them with hot water, and the story of coffee had begun. Or had it? It's a wonderful story, but historians aren't sure it ever really happened. What we do know begins here. In Ethiopia, wild coffee plants had already been growing across these mountains for thousands of years. Long before coffee became a drink, local people were already harvesting its fruit. Some even crushed the coffee cherries and mixed them with animal fat, creating small energy-rich balls for long journeys. But nobody was brewing coffee the way we know it today. Everything changed after coffee crossed the Red Sea into Yemen. There, something remarkable happened. People discovered that the seeds inside the fruit could be dried under the sun, then roasted over fire, releasing a rich aroma unlike anything they had ever smelled before. The beans were carefully ground into a fine powder. Then hot water was poured over them, creating something entirely new. For the very first time, coffee became a drink. The taste was bold. The aroma was unforgettable. Nothing like it had ever existed before. The monks quickly discovered something extraordinary. Coffee helped them stay awake during long hours of prayer and meditation. Night after night, they drank coffee to remain alert until sunrise. Word spread quickly. Travelers and merchants began telling others about the mysterious new drink. Soon, caravans carried coffee beans across Arabia. Coffee was no longer just a local discovery. It was becoming part of everyday life. Before long, coffee had become one of Arabia's most valuable products. Then coffee reached one of the greatest cities in the world, Constantinople. In the 16th century, the first coffeehouses began to appear. People came for the coffee, but they stayed for the conversation. Merchants discussed business. Scholars debated ideas. Travelers shared stories from distant lands. Coffeehouses became so important that many people called them the schools of the wise. Eventually, coffee arrived in Europe, but not everyone welcomed it. Some people even called it the devil's drink. They feared this strange dark beverage from the Muslim world. According to tradition, Pope Clement VIII decided to taste it for himself. After taking just one sip, he loved it. Whether the story is completely true or not, coffee continued spreading across Europe faster than ever before. Coffeehouses soon opened in London, Paris, Vienna, and many other great cities. Scientists gathered there. Writers found inspiration there. Business deals were made there. Newspapers were read there. Some historians even believe coffeehouses helped shape the ideas of the Enlightenment. As centuries passed, coffee spread to South America, Asia, Africa, and eventually almost every corner of the world. It became one of the world's most traded agricultural products. Today, people enjoy more than 2 billion cups of coffee every single day. From a wild plant growing quietly in the mountains of Ethiopia to cafés on nearly every street in the world, coffee has traveled farther than almost anyone could have imagined. And perhaps that's the most remarkable part of its story. One small red berry changed the way billions of people begin their day. Coffee isn't just a drink. It's a ritual, a conversation, a source of inspiration, and a reminder that some of history's greatest discoveries begin with simple curiosity.